Senator Roger Marshall joins us now with more on this. We've been talking about this all week. We talked to Ted Cruz last night. He said, you might end up getting your way if they change a few things that she wants to see. What is the status tonight as you see it?
Well, Rob, I just want to emphasize that it's not lost on me or all your listeners that on the same day that we went through the $37 trillion mark in our national debt, she eliminates about $400 billion in spending. And you mentioned part of this was Medicaid spending on illegal aliens, transgender surgery, Medicaid dollars for transgender surgery. Look, as far as I'm concerned, she's been here since 2012. She was appointed by Harry Reid, who's left of Chuck Schumer, as you recall. So I think it's probably time to put a term limit on people. It'll be hard to do it in the middle of this process. I would prefer a term limit on all bureaucrats up here for that matter, but 6 years is plenty long. She's been here, I guess that's almost 13 years now.
I mean, they piled a lot of nonsense into some of those massive bills that gave us all of this inflation. And I mean, those reconciliation bills under Biden had lots of crazy stuff in it, politically charged stuff that got through. Which is why I think it's fair to question whether or not she is a partisan. And it's not, you can't really say it until we figure out whether or not, Republicans are going to get their way with some of these things. But forcing this country to pay for Medicaid and, food benefits for illegal aliens is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, to your point, during the Biden administration, when they controlled the White House, the Senate, and the House as well, and their reconciliation bills, trillions of dollars, she never said no to spending. She seems to like to say no to cutting spending. It's supposed to be what she's supposed to set there called balls and strikes. Does the mill or what we're pushing, does it support more of a financial issue, or is it more of some other type of a policy issue? And all these things that she's kicking out, again, as you pointed out, I think over $400 billion of spending that she wouldn't let us cut.
Yeah, that's how you're trying to fund a lot of the things that you want to do is with these cuts. So I'm curious to see how this goes. And finally, just before I let you go, do you think July 4th is still in the picture late next week?
I do. I don't know any reason to wait. I think the longer we wait, the more spears we're going to catch in our back right now. Look, we've all had our say. We don't want to let this moment pass us when we prevent the largest tax increase in American history. We're going to come through for the president's, his priorities. His number one priority is secure the border. If you support the president, you should support this bill. This will carry out his legacy for many, many, many years going forward.
Senator Marshall, thank you so much.